I'm sharing the 5 principles to help support you in a divorce, especially in the early days when you first start your conversations, when you're still reeling from the weight and the gut punch of the whole thing. My name is Vivian Meraki, and I'm a coach for parents going through divorce who want an unshakable bond with their kids. Principle number 2 is this: there is no shame in asking for help and support. Support for your kids, but also support for you. This is a major life change. This is second only to when people lose their spouses to death. It is not to be underestimated. If you feel like you need support, it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're not strong enough. It's not because you don't have what it takes. It's because you're human. No one would bat an eye if they saw someone with their car stuck partway down a ditch trying to push it back up when that car has veered off the road. It's hanging off the road. It's a heavy vehicle. Most people would not even bat an eye if they saw multiple people stop their car and come out and help them push that car back up onto the road. There's no question, of course, how nice, that is so wonderful, as obviously they needed help. And yet that's not how socially we sometimes perceive divorce, at least not for generations. We've shrouded it instead in a lot of shame and blame, which I have some really strong opinions about, but I won't get into those here. Suffice to say, sometimes in life things happen that emotionally take us off the road. They feel soul-crushing, gut-wrenching, and like an emotional storm has swept through. I talk about the window of tolerance in one of my videos. I will spend some time and explore that in more detail, but all of us have a window of tolerance in terms of how much we can handle, how much we can cope with. Know that that window expands and shrinks depending on our emotional capacity and what's going on in our lives. During a divorce, our emotional capacity is much smaller because of everything that's going on and the weight that's weighing on us. And there's only 2 ways of addressing that. Either we reduce the stress that's coming at us, which in a divorce, it's not really all that possible, or we expand the resourcing that's available to us, and we are only able to handle what we can handle. And so one of the ways that we do that is we borrow from others, or rather we share in weight and we get support. One of the biggest takeaways from those who've gone through and are on the other side of divorce as they look back and reflect, I really wish that I had permissioned myself to get more support back then. I felt like I did a lot of it on my own. I wish we had resources back then like we have now. So something to think about. If you think you need the support, don't be afraid to ask. And consider me one such support and resource. I'm going to be creating some free resources that I'm going to be putting up on my website. If something's been weighing on you or if you have a question, drop it in comments. I'm happy to make posts about that. Or if you find yourself wanting more of that one-on-one support, feel free to DM me or book a call with me. If you like this content, follow for more, and I'll see you in the next one.